Good evening. It's Sunday. Bit of a Assetto Corsa Competizione this evening, so it's the second round of the Screaming Eagle Camaro Cup. Qualifying has just finished. I dipped out of it early just to start the stream. Somehow, as it stands, I'm on pole. I jumped on about past. So I got about 20 minutes before qualifying, then just used qualifying to practice. I've had the aircon on all day in this room, and my voice is dry as a nun's thingamabob. But enough of that. So we just got 1 minute 51. Let's just stick you on the game so you can see what's going on. We're just waiting for the last few guys to come round. Oh, they've jumped off. Or the screen has jumped off. Yeah, so we're just waiting for this to roll over. 3 minutes to go, so we're on the grid. You can see we're at Indianapolis Motor Speedway this evening. Probably my least favourite circuit. It's not really up there as one of the greats, to be honest. It's very flat. The corners are all kind of like really late apexes. It's just not a very flowing circuit. So yeah, just 2 minutes 33 to go. So I think they've got some bits and bobs to sort out, you know, being an American series. I think we're going to do the... Yeah, I think we're going to do the national anthem now. So let's sit back and enjoy that. I think, are they going to... They're doing something. There's something going on.
Introducing round 2 of the Screaming Eagle Camaro Cup, sponsored by Race Palms 87 and their generous donation of $10 million to the Every Run is a Move Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Yeah. Well, the Yanks love it, don't they? Well, that's out of the way. That's a tribute to somebody I know. Now that's out of the way, we can do some serious racing. So we've got 55 seconds to go. And hopefully... Hopefully that did work, by the way. Just let me know if it didn't. Yeah, we'll get underway. Race 1, both half-an-hour races. So 30 minutes for each race.
30 seconds.
There we go. No pit stops, I don't think. So... Oh, I've just realised I haven't done my setup. Oh, no.
20 seconds.
Tyre set, tyre set. Tyre set. Okay.
10 seconds.
Uh-oh. Whew. Well, that was close. Too busy dicking around. Don't even know if I've loaded a setup.
Going double file.
Let's just pray. Let's pray to turn that down.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Let's pray that it doesn't rain, because I've not set any wet strategy. The sky's blue, isn't it? It can't rain. Impossible. Adam, a big fan. God bless America. So we've got Matt Davies alongside us. And then Joe Challoner behind us. Of course. You remember last week we had Joe behind us for the Watkins Glen round. Oh, dropped a bit far back there, haven't I? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Ooh.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Pretty good start. We just hold the inside here. We've got Joe right behind us.
Clear on the left.
So we have been bumped down second, but that's fine.
Car on the left. Clear
Yeah,
on
that
the
was a
left.
little bit optimistic, but you know, there was a gap there. Thought someone would have gone on the inside, but they hadn't. So that caused me to back off. Need more screens. Just not got enough screens, have we?
Clear on the right.
A bit of room on the outside. I think we've just got through though. You can take loads of curb through here and here, so still not a track cut, so you really can abuse the curbs through there. Bit of a scruffy first lap, but which first lap isn't? So I'd say we need to get a good run onto the start finish, but not fantastic. That one we got Joe and Matt battling behind us. Was a bit scruffy and I did kind of send one, but it is the first lap, so you kind of have to defend if you don't want people to do that. You can tell we're fat on fuel compared to qualifying. Car does not want to stop. Matt right behind us. Should we defend? I think so. Park it on the apex and just fire out nice and tight. Such a horrible circuit, like, I don't know, just things like every corner's really late apex and you're forever waiting on the throttle. Pretty tight at the front, top three split by about 0.6 of a second. Whew. So 0.4, so not a big gap at all at the moment. Just start to ease out into our normal or more orthodox racing lines now. A little bit deep there. So about half second between the top three. The gaps between first, second and third are about half a second. Need to carry some more speed through there, I think, because Matt has carried a great deal more than I have. I think he's lining up for a move here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, he just went a bit deep there. He tried to send it around the outside. So Matt Davies is besting the best lap every lap. Even though he was messy, so he's obviously got really good pace. So we're kind of relying on a bit of a mistake or just to find some much more consistent pace here. Like I say, I've not really done a great deal. So literally just 15 minutes before qualifying today. So I'm still kind of finding my way a little bit here. Does my eagle work? Oh, it's a bit quiet, isn't it? Need to be a bit earlier on the brakes in there to get a line through this little chicane complex. Josh Copeland in fourth, looking to pounce. I need a servant. Have a nice tray of refreshments. Looks like I'm not very good on top speed. So we're currently lapping around the 155 or the mid 155s. Didn't remember to brake earlier, did I? Which isn't horrendous, but obviously Matt behind us has definitely got more pace than we have. Curb. It's just decided to commit to that.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
Joe Challoner with the fastest lap of the race. Definitely going too deep in turn one on the exit. It does mean I can brake late and hopefully not open the door for the guys behind me. Just never really feels like you nail any of the corners. Well, I certainly don't anyway. braked a little bit earlier there, and Matt really closed up behind me. I think I'm really catching him out through there because I'm on the brakes just trying to get the thing rotated, whereas it doesn't look like he wants to be doing that. I'm probably really holding him up, but hey, that's racing. That's the fastest lap, so I'm definitely holding Matt up. He must have good pace. I think I'm going to struggle to leave these guys. We've got Joe right behind Matt, so no gaps really appearing. Yeah, Matt is just stuck to the back of me. I think he'll do a quicker lap than me on this lap. Yep. He's closing in. He's flashing. Wondering whether to kind of let Matt go and hope that I can go with him and leave Joe behind, but just afraid that if I do that I'll never get past him because he's struggling to get past me at the moment. It's fast through the middle of that corner. You can see the time just disappearing. Oh, Joe has lost a little bit of time. Bit of a half move from Matt there. I wasn't sure if he was actually going for that. Definitely got a better straight line. You can see in the mirror all the time catching. Going deeper and deeper as I'm starting to race in the mirrors a little bit. Compromised my line because he looked like he was going for the inside, so now he's at the inside. I have to back off a little bit through here. Not enough. Matt's gone deep in there though. Okay, Joe's just chucked it down.
We are at the halfway mark, still a way to go.
That was copying Joe's method there, just make it look like you're going to do a move. I think we're going to need to try and attack back to Joe, because otherwise
Car on the left, clear on the left.
just letting Joe back through, because I think Matt lost it on the brakes. I could have either gone to the outside or the inside, but luckily Joe saw me on the inside. Right, so we're back to as you were. Can we put some pressure on Joe? It's going to be difficult. Especially if we drive on the grass. Pretty sure this is the circuit? I don't know, I'm just going to go to the normal line.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the right, clear on the right.
I think we had to make him pay for that mistake, really. Can't be letting people getting away with the mistakes now, can we? But we do need to catch Joe. I don't think I'm going to have the pace. Like that. So we've got a small gap to Matt, but it's only the same as Joe in front, so really need some clean, fast laps. Sustained. Really not hooked that right-hander up yet. It's just... It's an awful corner. And an awful driver, obviously. We definitely have Matt Davies right up our chuff, as they say. Yeah, unfortunately, fourth place is quite far behind as well, so if I don't stay in this battle, I think I'm screwed. You never know, Joe might make a mistake. Do you know what? I'm going to let Matt through.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See if he can catch Joe up and pressure him. Otherwise the race is kind of gone. So I think if we just carried on, Joe would just steadily eke out a gap. Matt's gone deep. That's not what we want. We want him to get on the back of Joe. So the two guys in front of us, very good mates in real life. So they can afford to be a little bit racy with each other without losing too many, or shedding too many tears, shall we say. Starting to think I should have just stayed on it, but Matt doesn't seem to have quite the same pace as he did when he was following. He is catching up to Joe now as we say that. With a little bit of clearer air, Matt has gapped us somewhat. Not particularly slow lap time from us, but just a couple of corners losing a bit of time. And now he's right back on Joe, so that's good. Good for the race. 7.5 minutes to go. Side by side, a little bit of contact. Oh, my bad. I got sucked into that. Didn't want to lose the run. And just drove into the back of him. So that's good then. We'll have to wait for him to do it all again now. You don't want to back off too much because you just lose touch. A bit like I am now, but yeah, I was just too close to the back of Matt there. Too deep. Matt cannot get that second to last or third last corner right, and that's allowing Joe to get away, so we might have to continue the battle with Matt here because there's only 5 minutes to go and Matt has lost touch with Joe quite significantly, so I think we're going to have to race for second. Wow, look at the straight line. even in the slipstream. Not a great deal. Okay, 5 minutes to go, start racing. See Matt struggling the braking here. Quite a few laps on the trot, but he's managed to get it stopped this time around. He has managed to catch up back up to Joe, so he's taken half a second out on that lap, and there's 3 minutes to go. Will this bring us back into the battle for first position? Matt's quick, but he just seems a little bit inconsistent at the moment, so we'll see if he nails that by the end of this race and into race 2, because he's right on the back of Joe now. See, they're pushing and pushing because they're getting closer and closer to those white lines on the exit of the final turn. 1 minute and 30 to go, so he's within shooting distance here. So that's even a term. Bit of a theme tonight, isn't there? We need to be there to pick up any pieces. So frustrating. Need to attack here. Can't really afford to sit back too much. I'm trying, but truth is, we don't have that much more pace than this.
Car on the left. Leader on the left.
So Matt went for a move, he's come off worst and he's lost out there to Joe, but can we put Joe... Oh, it was the last lap. That wasn't very nice, was it, Joe? Didn't realise it was the last lap, I thought we had one to go. Well, that's a shame. Oh, now we get a penalty. Yeah, I didn't realise that was the last lap. Ah. It was a good race anyway. We're going to struggle. I think we'll start on pole in the second one, so it might be a bit of a rinse and repeat. Okay. So we don't leave the server in this game. Oh, this isn't the most comfortable headset in the world, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so that was not a bad race. Can we see the timetables? What was the quickest lap? What was Matt doing? So Matt is doing a 1:45 flat. Okay. 45.2, so we can probably do that pace. We did a 49 in qualifying, but obviously that was on much lighter fuel. A few slow laps where it was like letting... Well, when we got overtaken by Joe and then decided to give Matt that second position. Because he was putting under a lot of pressure and we was ending up slowing each other down. So I thought I'll let Matt through, we'll catch Joe up, which did work out in the end, so not too bad. What we got in the in-game chat then? Grazia Fulton, very aggressive. And Craig asks, was it clean? Who knows? You can't remember, it was a long time ago. But to be fair, do you find that? You finish a race and someone asks you a question and you go, oh, was there a race? I remember like going over the line at the end, but before that is just a blur. Highly coincidental. I could really do with a drink. Do I just pause the stream and go for a beverage? Half an hour to go. We'll just plough through. I don't want to start on front. Can I not start third? I really don't like the look of this. See this yellow car in the mirror. I much prefer seeing it in front. So track is optimal. Right, let me just jump out. So not jump out, sorry. Did we have enough fuel in that last one? Nobody knows. Do we take some wing off? Let's leave it as it was, I think. Yeah, let's leave it as it was. It wasn't too bad. Just felt like I was losing a little bit of straight line on the main straight. Interesting feature of Indy. So when you go down the main straight, you get like some feedback in the wheel as you go across the line. Obviously, being like the brickyard or whatever it is, they actually simulate that, and you get a little, which nice little touch. Too many long Fulton. That wasn't the word on the street. But anyway, I think that translates into you would miles back, mate. The send is okay, Matt. I don't think there was a send, was there? There was a send where I let Joe back through because of the third to the end. But other than that, I don't think it was that sendy, to be honest.
Seconds.
I thought it was pretty fair, pretty close to be honest. Quite good. Are we ready to go? Oh, I still didn't bother with... Ooh.
20 seconds.
Still didn't bother with wet, but let's just risk it, shall we? But the sky, from what I can see, looks pretty blue. What's the little forecast? Optimum, sunshine. It's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, don't worry about it, Matt. That's...
Stay in double file.
Until I look at a replay, and then obviously, you know, that's when we kick off. But no. I don't really remember anything being
Low tire pressure. Stay away
too
from
dodgy.
curbs.
It's this one you got to be careful of, Matt. It's the yellow B. He's the wild one. This one. Hello, Joe. Should probably not do that. I've got a dry mouth.
Green line, green line. Go, go, go.
That was not a great start. Look at the speed.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I need to hold this one.
Clear on the left.
No room at the end, Joe. I was covering the inside, so I think he was optimistic, just tried to do a bit of an undercut. It just didn't pay off, but not too much harm done, I don't think. Well, that does mean Matt Davies is out in front, and we know he was quick. You know when you just see a car behind you, I just hate Joe behind me. I cannot drive with him there. Because he always looks like he's sending one.
Clear on the left.
But as we know, we can both do that. I've just eased out the brakes on that last lap into that last corner because I thought he was coming
Car on the left.
down the inside. We must have a ton of wing on here, boys, because that's awful. He's not got it stopped though. Right. So if we've got a ton of wing, we need to make sure we're taking advantage of that. Get on the infield. I don't know what it is about when Joe's behind me. I'm not saying there's anything Joe does wrong, but I just can't deal with it. I just can't. So it looks like we've got a bit of a four-way battle here then, so that's, I don't know his first name, but surname Dar. We was racing against him last week, actually. We're really struggling on this main straight.
Fastest lap of the race, very top.
Whatever his first name is, he's quick. Apparently we did an identical lap. Myself and, oh no, Matt Davies. And 5th position did a identical lap time for fastest lap. Hot stuff. Matt has cleared off. That's going to be him taking this second race almost for definite. Track cut on that lap. I know I was getting closer and closer to it. I honestly couldn't see whether Joe was where he was longitudinally. So as he came back across, I was already braking, but must have got a pretty poor run. Strange line from Joe there. Pretty much one line through that corner.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Should get decent drive. We have. I think we're okay. Again, just it's frightening as a car just bears in on you on the brakes. That has given us a bit of breathing space. was a fairly hard-fought battle there, really, but nothing too bad, I don't think. There was a little tap that on the previous lap to this one where I tapped Joe, but you know, there was no advantage there, so should be good. Can we do anything about Matt? Not sure we can. 5 seconds behind. Let's see if we can find some lap time. How much time did we lose to Matt? Half a second. We've got no chance, boys. 1.3 back, so we need to keep an eye on the mirror. Losing at least half a second a lap now, so not quick on this lap either. We've lost quite a bit of time to Joe, so we have not seen the end of Joe Challoner in this race. Looks like a bit of a train behind us, so you've got Joe Challoner, sorry, and then Lukeson very close together. I don't mind going deep in the middle of there because it brings you back to this left-hand side, but that's just a little bit deeper than I'd ideally want to go. See, we lost half a second on our quickest lap so far. paid off the brakes thinking, oh yeah, braked way too early, and then end up going too deep.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, it's just not a particularly enjoyable circuit to drive. How far are we behind now? 7 or 8 seconds? 6? Matt's obviously making a few mistakes as well, so we'll stay on it, see if we can put him under some form of pressure, whether that's just pressure from a long way back.
We're halfway through throttle rear.
It's gonna be a bit of a long one, this. Apologies. Not the most entertaining, but that's what you get with streaming sometimes. Lost a second to Matt on that lap. No idea where I took why I took an extra gear going into that one instead of just leaving it in third. I think I must have got a good run through the two right-handers, and just sometimes it feels natural to want to take a gear. Slightly better lap, still not very quick, but how much have we lost to him? 3/10. It's alright losing less, but it's a bit like the debt in the UK, isn't it? No, I don't know anything about that, so just ignore that one. Got a nice gap back to third now, though. 11 minutes to go. It's probably not going to get that interesting, I'm afraid. Unless Matt in the lead makes a mistake. Just about getting back onto the lap times we want to do, so we did gain half a second, but it's a big gap to make up. All the sixes. Just over 8.5 minutes to go. Small chunks out of Matt, but not enough to make him press him into his mistake, I don't think. Note to self, don't try and form a sentence in the braking zone. A little bit tatty that lap. Well, he's not getting away, but we're not catching him, fortunately. Definitely think I'm braking a little bit early into there. Definitely forward or afford to be a bit more aggressive. I've been consistently slightly quicker than Matt, but not by much. Only 5 to go on this Sunday evening. Don't start talking, Paul. I think every word ends up being about half a tenth a lap. Terrible lap that one, a second off the pace and scrubbing the tyres, so overheating the tyres, graining the tyres. Matt must have had a shocker as well. I don't think I've hit that apex all second race. The gap to third has stayed pretty much identical. Yeah, once again, I think we'll have one more lap after this. I think, unless Matt slows down. Let's try and hit that apex. Somewhere there. Opened up a bit of a gap to third position. So final lap this time round. Apologies, it's been a bit boring the second race, so don't expect you to hang around. Pretty good first race and then some decent racing at the start of the second, but generally not a fantastically entertaining race 2. Yeah, well done to Matt in the second race. To be honest, he's had the pace all evening. We knew that from the first few laps because we could not shake him. So I mean, somehow we qualified on pole, so we'll take that. That's like a bit of a little win. Always nice, especially with little to no practice. But yeah, one of those. The energy at the end of the evening probably didn't match the energy at the start. We had a bit of a laugh at the start anyway. We have to do something to make this circuit interesting because it's kind of lived up to my expectations. Right, let's get Matt. Oh, this is going to hurt. R.I.P. Matt. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the start, shall we see what cracked off. Let's have a look at the very beginning. So I got off to a pretty bad start. Joe got off to a much better start, and I don't know if it's just slipstream or high wing, but I was really not quick on the straights. Had a good battle with him though. I wasn't prepared to just hand it over because you hand it over and that's it. It's a lot of work to get it back. Probably this bit of squabbling did allow Matt to get a bit of free air on these first laps. Little tap there from Joe, but I don't think there was... He was trying to come up the inside, but I expected that, so I was trying to just park it to get a decent run out. So no major issues there. Let's just speed it along a little bit. What else we got? Let's take this dashboard off so I can actually see the controls for the replay. Yeah, see, this is where he scared me. So I don't really understand the distances. So in the mirror, he looks really close here, but he's actually miles away. And when you see a car just kind of fainting to the inside, which I do all the time as well, I panic. I mean, he's a long way back. I could have just held my line, but it distracted me, and I've gone deep. So I need to kind of calibrate how big the car looks in the mirror, because it's not realistic, in my opinion, but maybe it is, I don't know. It doesn't help that you don't actually see the car in the mirror, you just see... It's just like a rear view camera as such. So then that was coming back. Look at the straight line difference. He's pretty much past me. That's a big difference, that. And then he just outbrakes himself into turn 1, which is unfortunate. He takes a bit of a shortcut, but he does a fairly safe rejoin over here, so nothing wrong with that. Let's speed it up. I'm just going to go through the first kind of few laps before will this end? Let's hope not. I have no replay controls, so let's have a look. So this was the battle. This will be the next lap round. So we're battling along with Joe and then S. Durr in the 68 car. Let's just speed this along. I'm just trying to think what happened with Joe. Oh, did he went deep at one point. Was it here? No. Was it maybe right, okay, let's have a quick look at this, shall we? So he comes really wide here. Yeah. Just two different lines. I mean, I had braked. Let's have a look on my chase cam. You'll see that. I hope I braked. Pretty sure I did. So he goes out of my view. He's behind the B pillar here, but yeah, I braked. Not quite enough, but you know, I'm not going to just slam the brakes on. So he decided to kind of come across. He'd have seen that on car radar as well. So yeah, I'm not going to take responsibility for everything. But why is it? No, now they've lost the replay. Never mind. Let's have a look in the main game menu. We'll quickly just look. Look at that, fantastic. Have a look what happened. Where did he go? He got it out of shape here, didn't he? He took a really strange line. He went really fast in. Got a mega kind of swapperoo on there, and I just couldn't go around the outside there. Let's try and get to the helicam, because that's usually the best one, isn't it? Yeah, so he really strange line. If we watch there, he got on the power really early here. He's on the brakes, but he just seems to fire out, and then he's braking on the exit. So he kind of defends in there, but yeah, it was optimistic, but it actually cost me a bit of time. And this, so we got up the inside of Joe, but then obviously he did have the inside here, and we got a better drive out, and I think that was it. After that, it was pretty much, a good little battle between Joe, and who's that behind? Sorry. Because that isn't the same. That must be. Is that Josh Copeland? Lucasen. Okay. So that's Joe and Lucasen having a little scrap. And then Durr in the 68 car behind. This kind of helped us out. This something must have happened in this little battle, because they did drop significantly away from us. So you can just see us just in front, but not long in the green and black car. Then this is Joe. So let's just speed this along. How fast can we go? Pretty quick. 8. Wow. Pretty close racing for these three. Definitely helped us out. But something happened there. It's allowed. Oh, Joe went wide there. Okay, wow. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this, shall we? So, down the main straight. So we've got Joe in the white and yellow car. Goes to defend there, but too much. Goes wide. Goes across the grass. So this is Lucasen. So Joe kind of rejoins and then defends. Lucasen tries to go around the outside. Joe gives him some room. Little dab of the brakes, looks in wide. As we saw, it's hard to go around there. Again, giving each other space. Durr on the inside trying to take advantage, so Luxton's got past. It was one of them. Joe didn't want to back out because he's got a little bit of his car in front. Then he kind of comes off, either comes off the brakes or Luxton gets on the brakes. Let's have a look on board from, I can't remember which car we're on. So this is Joe. So let's rewind. So, yeah, I think Luxton probably could have given Joe some room. We know Joe that Joe will always kind of go for that. So let's see where. Let's have a look on board, so we can see where. Not the best view. Oh, that's better. Let's have a look. See from Joe's point of view. So we got the car. Yeah. I'd say that was a consequence of racing. Both of them knew they wanted that position. And they didn't want to give it up. Anyway, that's enough. We won't spend a million hours going through this. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll be back on Wednesday. Not sure what yet. We may just have a bit of a mess around, or we may just skip the feed, but the stream. But thanks very much, and we will see you next week. Bye.